welcome back to my channel. Today I have a sewing video and I haven't filmed a video in weeks, if not a couple of months. Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy few months. If you follow me on Instagram you would have already seen, but if not then I'm pregnant. So I'm currently 16 weeks pregnant and the first trimester was basically a write-off for me in terms of content creating on here. So yeah, that's why I've been a bit absent from my usual Sunday uploads. Obviously I'll get into what this video is in a second, but I thought I'd just start off by, you know, updating you guys, and this is going to be a vlog, so obviously usual chatty style of video. But yeah, so I'm pregnant and also we are moving house next month. We've bought a house in Portsmouth, nearer where my family are, so we're currently in London and we're going to be moving. So I've just had a lot going on. Not felt like sewing because I had a mixture of morning sickness, this acne situation on my skin, just all sorts of pregnancy symptoms, and it's been a bit of a wild ride so far. But today it's a lovely beautiful sunny day in June and I thought I would film a vlog. Got a bit of time this afternoon to do some sewing, so I thought I would do the Marlo sweater by True Bias. So I've got it all cut out ready. I'm actually going to be making it in like a really cool jersey type of fabric that I got from the new craft house in this like really awesome yellow. It's been a bit not difficult, but obviously a lot of my sewing plans I had pre-pregnancy are going to basically be on hold for a while because a lot of the patterns are, you know, not suitable for a growing bump, and sewing just takes so much time and love that I'm guessing you guys will imagine. Like I want to be able to make things that I can wear now and obviously in the future as well. But the Marlo sweater is lovely because I'm making this like cropped version and it's got buttons so I can wear it open as well as I get bigger. And it's just a cute little colour, one that, you know, I love bright colours and I can wear this throughout the year. So I'm going to make this today. First time making this pattern, but I thought I would vlog the process and see how we get on. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but yeah, since the last time I videoed or filmed as well, I launched a button collaboration with Pigeon Wishes. So Pigeon Wishes got in contact with me back in January of this year and asked if I would be interested in a collab, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was designing and putting together concept ideas for buttons last summer, and I was looking up ways to get them manufactured, and I just, you know, I've never had any product manufactured before. I even experimented with resin and making my own, and then yeah, just kind of fell short. I looked at acrylic companies that could cut in acrylic, and in the end I just kind of left it on the back burner at the end of the year. And so when she messaged me in January, it was like perfect timing, perfect fit. You know, I already had these concepts in mind. So you might have seen those over on my Etsy. If you haven't, I'll leave the link below to those. And a sellout design was the yellow buttercup button. Do a little close up. So I've actually sold out of these on my Etsy store, but I know a few of Pigeon Wishes suppliers, or wholesalers rather, are stocking these. People like Sew Me Sunshine, the Village Haberdashery, places like that. So go and check if you really like these, because I'm going to be using these little buttons on my Marlo sweater today. I just thought it was the perfect little fit on that. So yeah, very cute, very bright yellow make. And obviously before I go ahead, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'm not wearing makeup, so little disclaimer. I know I don't have to do disclaimers, but if you obviously are an Instagram follower and you're coming over here to watch this, you would have seen all about this anyway. But if obviously you're coming to my YouTube channel and this is the first time you're seeing me, I have pregnancy acne related issues, and as much as I want to put on makeup because my self-confidence is a little bit low right now, I thought, you know what, just going to show up. I'm going to vlog anyway. I just wanted to do a disclaimer because obviously for me it's very new, it's very sore, and it's very red, so I appreciate I don't look as well presented as I usually try to be on my channel. But there we are. So that's how the elephant in the room is done. We've talked about it and now we can crack on with sewing. I'm going to actually message as well my friend Sam from the Purple Sewing Cloud to see if she's free. I might do a little Zoom with her. So yeah, God, I feel like I've been rambling this intro, gosh, so long already, apologies, but just had so much to catch up with you guys, so I genuinely think this is going to be sew with me / catch up Marlo sweater video. Yeah, let's get started. Right guys, I am in the process of obviously starting the Marlo sweater, and sorry if you can hear the fan in the background. So I've just done the neck bands. What you have to do is sew it together with the double notches on the small side like that, iron it wrong sides together, and then you have to apply your interfacing, neckband interfacing on there as well, which is this pattern piece. So just done all of that, and that's all prepped and ready, and I'll just pop that to one side, and then the next step is to sew the front sweater and back sweater shoulder pieces together. So I'll do that and then I'll show you what that looks like as well. So the shoulder sleeves are together, and then what you have to do, it's a raglan sleeve, so you just put the sleeve on flat like this, and then I'm just going to stitch across on both of the sleeves as well now. This actually scared me, hang on, let me turn you around. There's Sam. The chicken!
Just to see what you would do there.
So it's funny because every time I'm so I'm talking to the vlog and you obviously, but I'm like, yeah, every time I'm on the vlog I'm like, I'm gonna speak to Sam today, and then like you always do like a little hello and stuff. It's super cute.
Hello.
There she is. Yeah. What are you sewing today, Sam?
I'm sewing the By Hand London Lauren. Here it is. It doesn't look like it. Me and Paige have been trying it on. It's good. I've cut it 2 sizes small by accident.
But it's still good.
It fits. It fits. We're good. Now I'm going to do some little, I don't know what it's called. It's a little eyelet. An eyelet, that's what I'm doing.
A little eyelet stitch. Cute.
Yeah. I've done a practice on, I even did a practice and it's fine. So that's a couple of little eyelet stitches. That's what's happening next.
Oh, I love it. Right. Ugh. Goodness, forgive my tomato face. I'm boiling in this study, so I'm going to call it a day for today. Just got off the phone to Sam. We had a long catch up, which was really nice. If you're familiar with watching my vlogs, you'll know that we do quite a lot of little sewing dates, which is good. We haven't done one in so long, but here we are. So this is what I've got to. The sleeves are sewn together. So this process is so easy. Like, I don't know if you guys have either watched or sewn the Bertha cardigan from Tilly and the Buttons. It's actually quite a similar process because it's got that raglan sleeve. You're sewing the sleeve on flat, and then once the sleeve is sewn on, you just do that one side seam, encasing obviously your waist seam, or your side seam rather, and then the sleeve seam, all in one. So it's like literally that stitch, all the way down is like one long stitch. So yeah, super easy to put this together so far. let's pop this on. So obviously the pattern itself is meant to be like an oversized style. So this is the pattern on. See my little baby bump. So yeah, so that's what we've got to, and then what will happen is this neckband goes on like that, so you'll obviously have that added bit of fabric here like this, and then we've got the bottom bit to do and the cuffs. So it's quite a simple process actually, of putting it all together. I wonder how bulky it will be once there's 3 layers of fabric in the seam, so I might end up trimming it down or whatever, so we'll see what happens with that. And also the sleeves are already, say that's done up with buttons, the sleeves are already hitting where I would want them. So yeah, once the cuff is on, I've got a feeling it's going to be a little bit on the longer side, which I tend to have this issue. What I should have done is just done a kind of a slight move, or like taken up a bit of bulk off this arm, but that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll sew the cuff on, and then I can always roll the sleeves up or whatever. It's looking a bit, because it's made in this like crazy kind of stretch fabric, it's looking a bit 80s, I want to say. I don't know, bit random. So yeah, that's me for the day. I think I'm going to call it here, and not sure when I'll sew again, maybe in the week. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed so far. I've been obviously talking with Sam, so but this, honestly, so far, for the first time I'm making this, it was like coming back to my sewing machine after a couple of months of not sewing. It didn't feel intimidating. This pattern's clearly super easy to follow and to sew. So we'll see what the next obviously process is like with the neckband, the waistband and the cuffs. Yeah. Hi guys, it's Monday today, so the following day from when I started the Marlo sweater, and I'm going to do a bit more sewing this afternoon. It's boiling hot in the studio, so not sure how I'm going to be doing the vlog with the fan on, because the fan's obviously quite noisy, but there we go. So what we have to do today is, you guys saw the base kind of thing that I had finished. So I have to do the waistband first. So once I've done the waistband, I think there's only really a few more steps. Cool, well yeah, there's not really a lot to do in terms of sewing left. So it should come together pretty quickly, and then obviously buttonholes are, they're alright. They're not too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna do the waistband, I'll pin it on and I'll read the instructions, pin it on, and then I'll get back to you. So a bit of a head scratching moment. I just went to pin the waistband on, and when you work out when you're cutting, based on your fabric, depending on the stretch percentage, you cut a particular waistband or whatever. And I cut, well, when I was testing the fabric, it does have a little bit of stretch, but not a lot. And stupidly, I don't know why, I obviously just cut out the pattern. This is, you know, naivety when it comes to being new to patterns, I suppose. But what's happened is I'm just pinning the waistband on, and it's not long enough to fit, because you have to give it a slight stretch as you're pinning, so that if it was like a jersey or a really stretchy kind of knit, like a lovely cardigan fabric or something like that, you would get this lovely effect where it would bring it in at the waist, and you wouldn't get any gathers or puckers in it. It just would stretch to the waistband. It's kind of similar to when you sew on a neckband onto like a t-shirt or something. Is that similar? You've got to kind of slightly stretch it to fit it. But let me just show you guys how much smaller this is, and I don't actually know if I have any fabric left, because when I was cutting this out I had to be super duper careful basically with what I was using. It's that much smaller on both sides, and that edge needs to line up with this edge. So don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm going to check my scrap bag and see if I've got bits, and if I have, then what I'm going to do is add the amount that I need onto it. I've got a feeling the neckband's going to be a similar scenario, so if that's the case, then this has been a fail. And there's not really any fabric. I mean, this is such a unique fabric. I got it from New Craft House, and it's, you know, it's a deadstock, designer deadstock fabric, so it's not like I can just go and buy another metre of it or whatever. Basically what I have is what I have, so this is why you make toiles. Hallelujah. I had some spare fabric in the cupboard, so I just added on the amount. It was actually 4 inches I had to add on either side. So I'm not sure what this is going to do for the overall look of this, but lesson learned: make a toile, or you know, double check the stretch of your fabric, don't just go for it. And also, I just washed my face because my skin was like burnt. Like, it's so hot in this room that my skin was like burning, so it is extra red since the clip a minute ago, because I've literally just washed my face, found some scrap fabric and recut a waist panel. Apologies if you can hear the fan, it's just too hot to not have it on, so I'm going to do my best to speak loudly and hopefully it's not interfering too much. But what I had to do is, as I expected, or suspected, the neckband had the same situation as the waistband, and that it was about 6 inches too small. So thankfully, well, I didn't have enough fabric to recut the entire neckband. I've just had to bodge it a little bit, and what I did is I added a panel to the middle of the neckband at the top. So from the centre back where the seam was, I just unpicked it, cut out a new 6 inch piece that I needed, and then obviously sewed at either side and inserted that instead. So there you go, you can see it. And actually from the outside, when it's sewn, it's going to be on the back. You're not really going to be able to notice unless I've got my hair up. It's going to be sort of fairly hidden. Also, I'm starting to notice that this fabric is quite frayy. So what I'm going to do is, because if I'm being honest, I only tend to get my overlocker out, you know, I'd say 90%, 80% of my projects I overlock. But this project, I'm not in love with it. I'll be honest, I'm not in love with it. The fabric, when I first originally brought it, I thought it was going to be a lot lighter yellow and a lot lighter weight. And because it is quite heavyweight, and this is, you know, it's not got as much stretch in it as I expected as well, it's a bit of a strange fabric to work with, I'll be honest. You know, I don't want to go to waste. I will wear it, but in terms of finishing, I just sort of like that finishing touch on something that I truly love. But this I will give a zigzag stitch, which is, again, it's, you know, people use the method when they don't have a serger or an overlocker, so I'm just going to do that. You do get a finish kind of like this one, which you can see is a bit jaggedy, but what I'll do at the end is I'll just go by and trim off the ends, trim off little bits like that. So I'm just going to sew on this neckband, and once that's sewn on, we'll see how it looks. On the outside edge stitch. Okay, cool. So it's just a case of, once that's done, to edge stitch it, and then to do the buttonholes and the arm cuffs, and then we're done. So yeah, I'm going to get this sewn on, and hopefully I can finish this by the end of the day. Hello. So here is the finished Marlo sweater. I absolutely love it. I've literally already Instagrammed it twice, and I've worn it like 3 times. This is the 3rd day that I've worn it, and I'm kind of surprising myself because, as I mentioned in the vlog, I wasn't like massively keen on the fabric, but the fact that it's just all come together, and I just love the kind of slouchy fit. It kind of gives me a bit of like 80s vibes, but it just goes with all of my outfits, and the fact that it's so bright, I just feel really happy when I'm wearing it, and it's just, yeah, it's just a nice little throw on. And we've been having a bit of rainy weather recently, so it's definitely been cheering me up to wear this. And I attached my little buttercup buttons I'll try and find some suppliers that have them in stock, because they've sold out on my Etsy. Unfortunately, they sold out within the first few days. But I know Pigeon Wishes obviously supplied these buttons to her suppliers. So I'll try and find who has them in stock. I think So Me Sunshine had some. Apologies, by the way, my husband is doing his skipping workout in the garden, so if you can hear that, apologies. But yes, so it's the finished thing. But as you can see, it's meant to be this kind of like oversized style, and then obviously it would do it up like that. And I did actually wear it done up the other day, just because it was windy and it was going. And one thing I would say is I regret not finishing this fabric, because although it didn't fray as I was sewing it, it started to fray a little bit, but I did zigzag finish it, so it's not the worst thing. But one thing, when it is windy and, you know, when you've made something, you want it to look nice inside too, I suppose. And yeah, it's not got that same clean finish that I usually have with my makes, but it suits me and it looks cute. And I would say that the pattern was super easy to follow, and I can't wait to make a few more in like more like looser, lighter weight knits, you know, like actual jersey knits and things. I don't know, just like slouchier cardigan fabric rather than this sort of sweatshirty style. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I love it. It's turned out really cute. I can't wait to make the longer version. Oh my goodness, the sun has just come out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. And today I'm wearing makeup because I did some filming and stuff. And I know I mentioned about my skin in the start of the video, but it's starting to get a little bit better. And it is what it is, I'm just going with it. But how can you be unhappy when you're wearing a bright yellow sweater / cardigan? Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. So thank you so much for watching this sewing vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!